Let us discuss the next question. This is from the year 2017. In the context of India, which one of the following is the correct relationship between duties and rights? So the scope of this question is the relationship between the rights and the duties. Statement A, rights are correlative with the duties. Statement B, rights are personal and hence independent of the societies and duties. C, rights not duties are important for the advancement of the personality of the citizens. D, duties not rights are important for the stability of the state. Which of the following correct? We have to choose the most appropriate answer. Now, rights are the privileges that a person has against the state, and duties are the obligations of the same person towards the state and the society. If you want to have a right, the right comes with an obligation to respect the right of the other person. So you respecting the right of other person itself becomes a duty there. So one side you're right, you're enjoying your right. The enjoyment of that right is leading to an obligation to someone else, because otherwise you will infringe and do something which will affect that person's rights. So your rights you're enjoying, and for the other person to enjoy his rights, you have to respect his right. So you respecting his right becomes a duty, a kind of obligation. So when you are enjoying your personal right, you also have a moral obligation to respect the other person's right, and this societal obligation, which in turn becomes a duty. So that way, rights and duties go hand in hand. Now let's look at these statements. Rights are correlative with the duties. So this is saying that rights and duties, they go hand in hand. So this makes sense. Yes. Statement B, rights are personal and hence independent of the society and the duties. Yes, rights are personal, that is true. But they are not independent, they are dependent, because if you don't respect the rights of other person, they will do some acts which will infringe on your rights. So then you will be in a situation where you won't be able to enjoy your rights. So they are not independent of the societies and duties, they are dependent on the societies and duties, hence this is incorrect. Statement C, rights, not duties, are important for the advancement of the personality. Rights are indeed important for the advancement of the personality of a citizen, but this is only giving us one aspect of the argument. It is just saying us why the rights are important. It's not talking about the duties. Statement D, duties, not rights, are important for the stability of the state. Yes, if a person is performing duties for the society and he has some moral obligations towards the society and towards the state, it lead to a stable society and a stable state. So this statement is also partially correct. Here it is just focusing on the correct aspect of the duties. So if you see C and D, they are focusing only on the individual aspects, but A focuses both on the rights and also on the duties. So because the option A is focusing both on the rights and the duties, this is much better than option C and D, which is just focusing on the individual aspects. So our correct answer would be A. Coming to the in-depth explanation, the rights are claims. The rights are claims of an individual against the state and also against the other people. And rights are necessary for a person so that he can work for the development of his or her own self. When we come to duties, they are kind of the moral and legal responsibilities that individual has towards the state and also towards the society and also towards the other individuals, so that ultimately we can have a stable society. Because if you live in a society where each person doesn't respect the rights of other person, we will do something which will infringe on their life and liberty. So that is incorrect. Only when we can respect the rights of the other person, only when we have duties and moral obligations towards the other people, we are also be in a situation where we can enjoy our rights properly. So rights will imply duties. Rights will lead to an implication where your privilege will ultimately be and duty to respect the rights of the other person. So rights will imply duties, and also duties will protect the rights. So your duty of respecting the other person's rights ultimately is protecting the rights of the other person. So rights will imply the duties and duties will protect the rights. So here you can see the relationship, how they both go hand in hand with each other. So a right comes with an obligation to show respect to the right of the others, and that obligation itself becomes the duty. So you cannot enjoy your own right without having an obligation to respect the right of the other person, which is a duty. So the rights go hand in hand. The correct answer is rights are correlative with the duties. Option A.